Hey guys, what's up? Honest Reviews with Nick. Do me a favor. We are going to dive into all of the new show devices from Amazon. I'm really excited to go over those. But before we get into it, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button if you want to see some other things that you've been considering purchasing. You're kind of on the fence. You just want to see in real time. Make sure you message me, let me know, comment, whatever. I want to help you make a decision before you have to make a decision. Honest Reviews. These are right out of the box. Never mess with any of them other than the original show that I had. But I'm really excited to go over them and show you some, not a massive elaborate tech view of it, but really like, hey, this is what you're getting. This is how much space it's going to take. This is why it would be beneficial for you. One thing I do want to note is that I went over the difference between the Show 8, the first generation, versus the second generation, and the only major difference other than a different processor is the camera. So please note that later in the video when I go over it, I wasn't really sure what some of the spec differences. You went from a 1 megapixel front facing camera to a 13 megapixel, so that's a massive upgrade of the camera difference. And this one will pan and zoom and follow you like a Facebook portal or other video devices. It'll zoom in, pan in, and follow you. So that's really cool if you're gonna do video chatting. I have rarely done video chatting with these devices because of their angle. It's kind of awkward. So where something like this might be a little more beneficial if you're going to do video chatting, because it will follow you. But we'll go over that in the video. If you have any questions on these, I'm glad to answer them for you. Once again, thanks for choosing to watch Honest Reviews with Nick. I hope my videos help you, like I said, make a decision before you have to make a decision. Anyway, enjoy, like, subscribe, and enjoy the video. Excited to give you this video with all of the new Echo Show devices. So right here we have what is the Echo Show 15 wall mount. You can put it in horizontal or landscape or portrait mode. Here we have the Echo Show 10, pretty neat. And we have right here the Echo Show 8. This is the second generation. And right here is the Echo Show 8 first gen. And all of the specs and stuff are available on Amazon's website. But I wanted to just kind of show you these so that you have an idea of size. This is my fireplace mantle in my house, so probably about 6 feet wide. Give you, just an idea of how much space you're going to be taking up. And then also the different functions for each one. Not from like the app side of it, but really just functional, like what's going to be functional. So, a lot of times we put stuff right here on our countertop, but it takes a lot of space to do that. And I'm trying to find something that's going to be a little more versatile for what we're trying to do without taking up all of our space. So I wanted to just go over these with you. Now we also have a few Echo Show 5s. And we have these available. We use them at our church for all of our staff. They have them all in their offices. And because we want people, when they ring the doorbell, the Ring doorbell at our church, it automatically pulls up on everybody's devices. So that way people can see who's at the door. And when we have people at the building that don't need to be letting people in, it just keeps people safe. So all of the right reasons. So if you are a Ring user, Echo Show is awesome. And you can set it so that as soon as someone rings the doorbell, it pops up immediately and gives you a display of them. So we'll go in. I have all of these muted right now because if I say Alexa, they're all going to respond. You can see right here with the red bar that they are muted. Right off the bat, I'll tell you that this thing right here is awesome. So this is the new Show 10, and it actually rotates. So, and I'm sorry that most of this video will be without my face, but I want to show you. You have your camera right here, and it tells you camera motion, and then you can close it for privacy. But when you say, we'll just unmute it and go over here, Alexa, look at me. So that's pretty cool. Now, the reason I like that is there are a lot of times where we would be in the kitchen, and when we're in the kitchen, we would have this mamma jamma pointed towards the kitchen, and then when we go to the living room and sit on the couch, we would have to, if we were doing something, we would have to turn it, obviously. And on the old Show, you had your speaker built in right here. And this sounds great. The first generation Show 8, I think honestly sounds great. I do have our TV and sound bar built in, and you can obviously use that, but this thing is great when you're sitting at the coffee bar, you're hanging out, you just want good background noise. So I assume that the second generation is going to be just as good. The only reason there is a difference in the height on these is right here. You can buy these little kickstands, these little docks for them. You can buy them directly from Amazon. That's what I did for this one, and it allows you to kind of position it a little differently, so you can, it goes up and down just a hair. It gives you a little bit of a move. Now this one I love that they built in, and this is the Show 10 right here. They built in that it goes up or down, and you can tell it, Alexa, look at me. So if you're on a video chat, it can follow you around. It asks you to center up, but this thing sounds insane. And so right off the bat, if you're looking for sound and you have space for maneuverability, this Show 10 is awesome. If you are looking to conserve space and you want something with a touch screen and you want to be able to see your calendar, and then you can put widgets in, you can actually see the widget gallery right here. This is pretty cool. This is the Show 15. You can look at this. You can put your weather in, favorite photo albums, maps, shopping list, smart home devices, The Daily Show, TV shows, whatever to eat, blah, 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 deliveries, what to watch. So you can literally add a widget that quick, and it should be adding right now. So it looks like it's added, and then you can just go back. Well, let's see. This is the first time. Now, once again, you guys get my honest reviews. The reason I do honest reviews is I've never messed with this. This is the first time I'm interacting with this, because I want you to get a real-time understanding of, hey, if you put this thing out there, what's it going to feel like? What's it going to look like? It's just not the same when someone goes in and they master it and they tell you how awesome it is. Well, what if you've never used it before? So let's add that widget. And then we can swipe down and go home, and let's just see so there you go. Widgets are right there. And it's all on what fits on one screen. You can just go like that. And then you can rearrange them. Bam. There you go. And then you can swipe that down. And then if you double tap, it goes right to a screen. And there you go. Go to full screen. So you actually you can put your own photos in there, which is awesome. And we do that on these too. You can put your own photos. But how cool is that? So if you just want a centerpiece, bam, there you go. Speaker sound system. This thing sounds phenomenal. I'll go ahead and give you, I don't know how well it's going to translate from, let's just go ahead and add it. I don't know how well the music will translate over my phone, but we'll just go ahead and put some techno on. You have your manual controls on each device, so volume up. Guys, it sounds so full. I mean, it's really impressive how well this sounds. Let's go into the music on here, and you will definitely catch a significant difference. And your manual controls on this device are right here on the side. So you have up, down, and then you have your mute button on the top. So that's your 3 buttons on the side. So you can hear that low end doesn't even exist. And at 75% volume, you get a lot of distortion on that low end. So this is not going to be your music box. However, you got a nice little ambient sound. You can get that. And then here we go into the 8, and your options are different up top. So we're gonna have to go home, and I don't even know. Let's see how we get music playing on this. Usually I just do it based on an instruction. So you have suggestions, discover Alexa, and I don't know. I guess I'll have to talk to it. So let me mute this one and mute that one. We're good. So we're muted. Let's unmute this one. Your buttons for your 8 are up top. You can see it's illuminated red, which means that's your mute button. Alexa, play music.
Sure, here's Spotify.
So we'll go ahead and turn this one up. So what I like about this one, guys, is this is a space saver for sure. Obviously you don't have the access of controls like you do for these two, but space saver. And like I said, my wife and I have had this 8 for quite some time, the first generation, and we love it. And so anyway, I just wanted to show you these options. I don't think there's any type of new features in Alexa that you're not going to be familiar with. So if you're an Amazon Alexa user, you're going to be familiar with the apps and the kind of the regular features. But I just wanted to give you an idea of size and your space, what you're going to be working with. You can see how big this thing is. You can see how much it sticks out. And then the new feature. So I'm pretty excited. I think we're going to end up going with this because we can start utilizing our sound bar and our TV more. And I'm trying to conserve space. We just seem to be getting more and more things that take up counter space, and I'm kind of becoming a minimalist, I hope. And these ones are great, 8 inches, edge to edge, and you can see all the exact specs on Amazon's website. I'm not really positive what the difference is between the Show second gen versus the first gen. Alexa, turn on the fan. We'll go ahead and turn some light on. Alexa, set the fan to 100%. Alexa, make the fan white. There we go. So, show you more in different languages. So yeah, I'm really not sure like what the differences are between the first gen and second gen, other than I'm sure there's like probably a better screen resolution, a couple other features, maybe the music, the speakers are a little bit better, but I'm just telling you overall, this sounds from what I just played very similar to the first gen. They're almost the same size. They look great. I really don't see any significant reason to go from one to the other. You're not going to watch a movie on this thing. You're not going to sit there with your nose up against it. But this has been one of our go-to Alexa devices for the last couple of years. Really, really love it. Kind of nervous about getting rid of it to go to something more minimal, but we have a perfect spot for it that we're, it would actually go right there on our wall. Would be perfect spot for it next to our bar. So anyway, I hope that this helps you guys to see the size comparison and depending on how much space you have and how much space you want to give up. This thing needs room to pivot. So, right there, like my wall, it's going to hit the wall on both sides. So I don't even technically have enough space to put it here to get a 360 roundabout, which you don't need, but you could go on my bar, but it would take a lot of space on my coffee bar. The cool thing is when you set it up, you can actually set the parameters on how much it rotates, and it will tell you, hey, I bumped into something, and so that's good that that it's conscious of or not conscious of it, but it's just built smart enough to know. But those are the things you're going to want to consider. The 5 is cool for something rinky-dink. It doesn't sound great, but it definitely fulfills the job of just giving your basic Alexa options and giving you the opportunity to check your doorbell. But I would never suggest the 5 for music or for really even aesthetic. It's just a simple function, a simple Alexa device. I would choose the Echo Show or the Alexa speakers over a Show device if you were just looking for audio. But anyway, that's it, guys. I hope that you enjoy. Make sure you like and subscribe, kick that thumbs up button, and if this video helped you make a decision, leave a comment. Let me know if you have any questions. Bada bing, bada boom. Honest reviews with Nick. Which one am I going with? Probably this one or that one. All right, guys, see ya.